short meeting with myself and Roland and Father Fox, W-A-C-H, who's the notary. In essence, he's the court reporter, and he informed us the procedure. And the procedure would be that, the testimony of Roland will be taken by Cardinal Burke, who's the presiding judge. The prosecutor is Father Khan, Khanmat. Sorry, can't help it. All right. I did register with Father Wax that I don't trust Father Khan as a prosecutor. But, so he can read it. So, and the lawyer for Akron, who's a canon lawyer, none of the civil lawyers.
Did you get his name?
No, they didn't give us. But, will be present, and that the only people that will be allowed in there would be the witness and those people. So, Father Wax will be the person that's transcribing, writing. He'll be using sort of a shorthand, and there'll be a tape recorder. And, then he'll prepare it, and what do you call that? Cardinal Burke will rule, he presides of the deposition and makes, there'll be exhibits used, and he'll make rulings on objections or, objections to questions or to exhibits. And so, and when it's all done, we understand, we were informed, or rather he informed us that Roland, will get a chance to review all that, the transcripts, make corrections if there's any that he believes, that, that does not truly reflect his answer. And, but, that everything will be kept secretly. He'll be the person to hold the transcript, no one else. He claims that not even the Archdiocese knows what's going on in there. And, but that the gist of it is that Roland will not be represented in there, and they will not allow me in there. So I told, the Father Wax that, because of that, our position is that, Roland will not take a, be deposed, live. However, we are willing to submit a declaration or an affidavit, in writing. And of course, they're willing to accept it, but, he did warn the presiding judge, because he, may be affected by the fact that he did not witness Roland's demeanor while Roland was testifying or being asked questions. All right, and so of course we inform him that we agree, we understand that that's, also the same thing in civil, in civil cases. But that, our position is that, we will submit something in writing, but, we're not going to, allow them to be the only persons to question.
And what was Father Wax's response to that?
Oh, he understands our position, and he encourages that, that if we could, change our mind, that they'll be here until tomorrow, and that, if we want to, we can, I guess, come back tomorrow, and that there are other, depositions scheduled in the following days, okay? And so, that's why their time is, I guess, ends here tomorrow. Okay?
How soon will you be submitting a declaration, and are you concerned that it will delay the canonical trial against Admiral?
No, it would not delay the canonical trial against them, because they've, you saw today, there are people that testify. I believe Deacon Martinez testified, and I am aware of another person they subpoenaed, for earlier, for 9:30, who didn't show up.
Who did not show up?
Yeah, didn't show up. Okay?
Do you know who that person is?
Yes, but I'm not at liberty to disclose it.
Could you tell us why you don't trust Father Khan?
Sure, he's a conman.
Were
Simple as
you-
that. He has no respect for the procedures. And he was told by all the clients that he needs to contact, to go through their lawyers, respectively, each. And he said he doesn't have to do it. So, and I did write him a 2-page letter asking a series of questions. And up to now, he has not responded. And my understanding is that there's no intention to respond.
Does it
So,
bother
you know,
you?
I-
Does it bother? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Does it bother you though that you've expressed these concerns about the process being so secretive, and somebody like him is going to represent or be the promoter?
I did tell Father Wax that he can inform Father Khan, he's the prosecutor, that I don't trust him at all because of his actions and his refusal to respond to my letter. So why he's not done anything to give me confidence that that he's doing what's really right for example Roland.
So because
And it will affect, most likely it will be an influence with my other clients.
because he's the prosecutor of the case, and you have these feelings about him, does this taint the whole process then in your mind?
Well, I guess one way, they want to restore confidence, okay, or expect cooperation from us, to participate in their process. One way, to do that is to remove someone that we object to.
Would you make that request formal to replace the promoter?
Good question. I tell you what, they'll read about this and what you guys are doing here. So, I don't need to write there.
How does
They
this
know what to do.
How does this impact the scheduled depositions for your other 2 clients in Hawaii and Arizona? Knowing that you've had this discussion with Father Wax today.
I guess it would facilitate the process because they don't have to waste time, in Honolulu, for example, waiting for Mr. Cantinita, and in Arizona for Mr. Den.
Again, how soon will you be submitting Roland's declaration? Because he won't be testifying in person.
Probably next week.
Next week, and who will you be submitting that to?
Well, I guess now that I know the prosecutor's address, right? Maybe I could submit it to him or to Father Wax. No. I think we can get the address of Father Wax through the Archdiocese or through Cardinal Brown.
But Attorney Lujan, do you think there's still a chance that they would be the one to change their mind to allow you to go in there? If they do that before the end of the day, then you will come back here tomorrow and be with Mr. Sondia at the hearing.
I don't. Honestly, I really don't believe that they're going to change what they've been doing for centuries, to appease me.
Mr. Sondia, how are you feeling after that meeting?
I really can't say. I'm still just sits like a room and I'm still just overwhelmed.
You just wish that this whole process, we were talking earlier, you just wish the whole thing was over?
Exactly.
And do you have any thoughts about, I think this is the first time that anyone in the United States has ever gotten this close to members of the Vatican for such a procedure. How does that make you feel that you're this close to supposed justice by the Vatican?
Well, I'm very nervous because I'm close to these people here. I haven't even seen it yet, but it's just a thought of sitting in front of them to give my testimony. It's overwhelming. I don't know how to do that.
Incidentally, I forgot to mention one thing, and I don't mean to, grab the microphone away from Rob, but I did ask Father Wax did this, I said, you know, the decreto, the citation states, you know, a date of 2008. And I said, does that mean that the, you know, the case was open since 2008? And he said that, well, he can't tell me whether it began in 2008, but it's possible that, you know, if it did, it's for other matters. I said, yes, I know it's other matters, because the 4 clients I have didn't come out the earliest is 2015. Okay, and so I said, I will take your response, Father, that it did begin in 2008.
Other allegations
Sure,
against us.
other allegations.
And that the Vatican has known this long and it's taken 9 years.
Yes, and yeah, fine.
Thank you.
Will there be any other filings this week in the District Court of Guam? Today or tomorrow?
Well, I think there's been enough excitement this week. We'll wait so you guys can have something, you know, for next week. There'll be filings next week. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. All right.